That's excellent. Okay, yeah. Okay, great. So welcome back to the Sport Package live from the Pokerstars Rally, and I am here with the winners of the Pokerstar Rally. Congratulations, Aaron and Rory.
Yeah, thank you. You know, it's been a proper tough event. You know, it's the weather's just been constantly changing. You've gone out on slicks and then it's raining, and then you've gone back onto the wets and it's gone dry. It's just been forever changing all weekend. But you know, we've kept a level head ourselves and we've just got through it. And you know, we've got the result that we really came in for.
Aaron, tell us about your car for anyone that hasn't been following you. You know, tell us what car you're driving and about it.
Yeah, so it's a Subaru Impreza built by my dad at Teg. B13 class it is, so kind of open class as you can call it. It's not as quick as the world cars, probably the same power as one of the Millington Escorts are getting put out. But you know, we've done it all ourselves, you know, so to get the result as well with the car in one piece is just absolutely phenomenal for us lot.
Your dad here?
Yeah, he's just over there. I think his age about 40 years this weekend, but yeah.
How long have you been driving for?
5 years it'll be now. So I've obviously done the Manx Championship for 2 years, so it's two-time Manx champion, and then I've had a good 3 or 4 years off, come back and won it. So
now, were you lined up to do this, or were you actually supposed to be doing Mull?
No, I was supposed to be doing this. We just saw the entries come out, and me and Dad said we'll go back and have a crack at it. So yeah, we got Rory in the seat. He's done an absolutely phenomenal job. Fair play to him. And yeah,
what makes him do such a good job? You can big him up now, actually, Aaron. So what makes it so great, the job that he's done? I'm really new into the rally scene, actually, so it's been a real experience for me. So obviously the job that you do together is such teamwork, but it's so different.
Yeah, no, the thing with Rory is he's backed me off on all the fast points, if you know what I mean. If it's a bit of mud, he's like me phrased that into my head and said that you're coming up to the mud. If it's dry, he pushes me on. The note calling has been absolutely precise. Every single calling I've come up to, you know.
So if you were blindfolded, you could probably do it then?
With Rory, yeah. Yeah, he's done it well.
That good.
He's done it well.
Okay, we must speak to you, Rory. I mean, obviously being co-driver there, you both have an incredibly important job. You must be chuffed to bits.
I'm absolutely chuffed. I'm a wee bit older than as you can see, but I've been with the TEG sport team on a few occasions in the past, and during that time we won the British Championship and won quite a few rallies along the way. So whenever Stu as his dad rang me up and said would I do this event with him, I didn't hesitate at all. I knew it was going to be top class car and a top class driver, and like as proved here that he's very capable, and we're right in the hunt right from the very beginning. And you know, we kept a clean set of heels when everybody else was falling around us, and ultimately we had the speed to win, and the boys, they did a great job. Aaron Parker and Pinkin and who else? Steve Joel. They did a brilliant job in the car, and you know, it's very reassuring for us at the speeds that we're going at to know that what we're sitting in, you know, is a sound bit of equipment, and you know, we really push it to the limit. So they've got to make sure it's very well looked after and capable for us.
And how would you say the field of racing has been this weekend?
The racing has been very close on the event itself. We've had a few leaders on the first night, but we led last night by 6, I think, in the end, and we managed to extend that today. And as I say, we kept a clean set of heels when other people were falling around us, and ultimately at the end of the day with rally sport, it's all about that, and it's about speed, and it's about staying out of trouble, and that's what Az has done perfectly, and I'm delighted to be his co-driver on this.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, what a dream of partnership there you've got. I mean, it must be superb, obviously, the feeling of just winning that. What's next for you then, Aaron?
We're not sure now. You know, this was at the minute the last event that we planned for this year. We did say we'll go and do maybe Knockhill and Croft back over there, just a little event here for us, maybe just to keep our hand in. But that was all depending if the car came back in one piece, and it has, so we'll probably look at them now.
Congratulations. I'll let you obviously enjoy your presentation moment as well, and also tonight, because I believe there's a presentation evening. You're going to be going to it?
Oh yeah, too right. Too right.
Silly question. Thanks guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you, congratulations, well done, well done. Okay, so let's have a look at the cars. Of course, we've got a close-up with the Dunlop car there, and I'd actually like to take the time to talk to Mark Ellison, if he can just turn around and have a chat with me here. And obviously we've been talking to Mark at the beginning of this adventure on Wednesday evening. It seems like a long time ago now, but I mean, has it been okay the last couple of days?
Very, very stressful, but you know, we're here and we've got a lot of very happy people. So, including myself, I've got to say.
Mark, you said that you don't relax until like literally after about midnight this evening. I mean, I'm not saying you're relaxing, but you're smiling.
Yeah, is that a smile? Was that a smile?
It was a smile.
It must have been involuntary.
What's been the most stressful thing?
Oh, it's not. It's just there's lots of things you could go on about what's stressful. But you know, at the end of the day, it's down to, I suppose, you know, teamwork and getting it right. And I have to admit, we don't have enough people helping. We put too much on ourselves. But hey,
And last minute as well.
Oh, very much so. Yes, yeah. And all it takes is somebody not to turn up on time, and then the whole of the stage is held back because you can't run without everybody in position.
But Mark, it was so, I mean, obviously I was there at the beginning with you on the Wednesday and just looking at it and being really nervous to see that possibly stages were going to be closed. In actual fact, every stage was ran over obviously the course of yesterday and today, which is a tremendous result, really.
Yeah, it is. I don't want people to think, oh, well, we've managed to do it again, it's going to happen, but there will be a time, and this was so close, but there will be a time when it won't happen. We're going to let people down. And, this, when you look around here and you talk to all the competitors, especially the ones from the cross, love it, all come back again.
I mean, these guys behind me, obviously the winners, are delighted, but I mean, they just said that they've had an absolutely fantastic time out there, and everyone I've spoken to has just said they've so enjoyed the conditions, obviously even being tricky, and also the course has just been fantastic.
Yeah.
And even our roads are quite good. That surprised me.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, yeah, but then again, you do need a rally car to drive fast over them. Maybe that says something.
They weren't going through Ginger Hall, though, were they?
No, they weren't. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? A lot of people put a lot of hard work, and yeah, it's come off. It's happened, and this is a great advert for the Isle of Man, and this is what we need. This is what we're all about. It's putting on motorsport here on the island. And
we do it well. Okay, tell us what's happening now then, because I'm seeing some kind of structure going on behind me here.
Yeah, I'd better be careful how I actually say that.
It's not a balloon.
No, it's an arch. And it's the arch that has Pokerstars on it, and it has Manx Autosport on it. And the cars are now going to be going into position first, second and third, and then we're going to give the boys some bubbly. And I hope they don't drink it all, because I probably wouldn't mind a swig myself.
Or even spray it over us too much, because actually I'm quite wet now.
Yeah, but they'll spray it over each other, I think.
I'm running for that one then. But generally overall, I mean, obviously, as you say, you're quite happy at the end of day 2 of the Pokerstars Rally. You're walking away with a smile.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. It's been a great event. Very, very hard. But, very worthwhile as well at the end.
Sounded quite emotional there, Mark Ellison. I'm not going to go that far, though, right?
God, no. People who know me will know for a fact that I'm not like that. No, not at all.
Okay, so we're just getting ready now because the cars are going to be going through, and as you can see, they'll be going into first, second and third position as well. Chris Boyd, have you got a moment of time? He must be exhausted. Do you know what? This man has worked so hard. He didn't get to bed till 2:30 last night, and actually he's done a full day. I mean, you're doing about 5 different lots of timings. You're running around doing commentary. You're running around doing reports.
Yeah, we made all 17 stage stop lines to give all the drivers all the info they need to know where they are. And yeah, it's been fraught.
Have you enjoyed it, though?
Oh, we always do. Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? And these guys rely on me to give them the information. They give me the information in return. So
any surprises?
Yeah, Michael Dunlop. That is an incredible drive to get a podium finish in a car like that against this quality of entry and against, look at the cars he's lined up against here. Subaru Fiesta R5, and there's a Mark II Escort from the 70s in a top 3 position. Absolutely incredible drive.
Good teamwork, though, between him and Rob.
Absolutely, yeah. And in fact, just speaking to Aaron Newby's father, Stuart Newby, who runs the Tech Sport team, former British Championship team and all the rest of it, he said they were really nervous about coming without having Rob in the car, because Rob normally sits in with Aaron. And so it was only that they managed to get somebody of the calibre of Rory Kennedy that they made the decision to come. Otherwise, they were going to pull the plug on the idea.
Look at this for Stuart, then. That's an amazing lineup for him, isn't it?
Yeah, we might go and drag him over, actually.
Yeah, come on, let's go and get Stuart. Let's go with Stuart. We can talk to Stuart. Come on, he's got a special bubble hat on as well. We need to have a little chat with you live on Facebook. Please do not swear.
I had a bubble hat when I was 10 years old. I love you.
Just for anyone that doesn't know you, introduce yourself.
I'm Aaron's dad.
A little bit more detail than that, please.
No, obviously I own the tech team and we run the tech team, and Aaron, job's good.
You must be so delighted, and of course we were just talking there about being a bit nervous about not having Rob as a co-driver.
Yeah, I mean it was a bit of a dilemma when Rob said he couldn't do it. He was doing it with someone else. We asked around a lot of local people, and to be honest, nobody really seemed interested in doing it. And
I guess it's always good to use a local at the end of the day who knows the roads, isn't it?
Well, I think Aaron's been with Rob for that long. He's very comfortable with him, and they've got a bit of a bond, and they trusted each other. So, but we worked with Rory a few years ago when he used to come over with Mark Higgins doing the Isle of Man rallies. So we thought there's probably no one any better than Rory to replace Rob, and yeah, they've got on well. It's worked out really good now. So,
what about Michael Dunlop having obviously a space on the podium there?
Oh yeah, he's drove absolutely ballistic in that to put it amongst them cars. I'll tell you, yeah, fair play to him.
You know, what is it about Aaron, in actual fact, though? Because I mean, I know Michael. I understand his kind of character and the way he is and the way he performs. I mean, your son, he just seems really quite chilled. And, you know, quite. I don't know. You just like don't expect him to be able to like pull out that aggression, be able to get out there and do that kind of pace. What is it about him?
Well, that's probably why I worry so much about him, because he's like that. Yeah, I don't know. Once he gets behind the wheel of a car, everything changes. And yeah.
That's because he's just such a happy, smiley, lovely little guy, and then suddenly gets in that, you know, behind the steering wheel, it all changes.
No, he's not got a mean streak in his body. Hasn't happened. He's just one of them. But no, he seems very, very talented, very natural driver. And I'll be honest with you, if I wasn't so nervous, I'd probably do a lot more with him. But the reason I don't is because of the worry side of it all. So, yeah.
It's understandable completely, obviously, as a dad watching your son going out and doing those types of speeds. So obviously I was asking Aaron what's next. He not so sure. What about you?
I don't know really. I mean, like I said, this year we didn't plan anything. We've just been doing quite a lot of single venues, just giving him seat time really. We always wanted to come back over here, either to do Manx National or the Pokerstars, but the Manx National, it was going to get drowned a little bit with BRC, so we thought, well, as soon as we'd seen the entry going in for the Pokerstars and all the big cars and names doing it, we thought, right, this is it, we'll go and mix it with them and see what we can do.
Thank goodness you did it, and see how we do. We're only going to be the winners. I mean, it's amazing. What an incredible result. Are you going to celebrate this evening?
Yeah, we're going to have an Indian tonight and celebrate, but yeah, proud as punch of him I am. He's surprised me yet again.
Should be too. Lovely, lovely kid you got there, so thanks and congratulations. Well done, well done, great job, brilliant. Yeah, so Chris, obviously you were saying a little surprise there was MD coming up and being able to be on the podium there, but I mean, it looks like a pretty good lineup to me.
Yeah, lots of other really good drives as well along the way. And George Collister, unfortunately, I've just seen him coming in on a tow rope. It looks like he's broken something, a differential or something at the end of the rally, so it looks like he's maybe a very late retirement.
And Andy Dudgeon.
Yeah, well, such a shame for them. I mean, they've got the pace. Rally after rally they've shown they've got the pace, and rally after rally they hit trouble. So
is it commentators' curse?
No, I think it's possibly because they're running at such a pace that, you know, they're almost out driving the car, to be honest. But Andrew is such a, I mean, on either a bike or a car, he's just brilliant, and we'll see him come up through the TT ranks over the next couple of years as well, hopefully. I mean, he settled in this year, his first year at the TT, and he had solid sort of mid-30 results. Wait for the next year when he starts to, you know, step it up a little bit.
There's quite a few of those out there actually, without me starting to talk about the TT, but yeah, absolutely.
But he transfers that ability straight into the car. You know, he's almost like a jockey like in the car, and he actually has told me in previous years that he prefers the rallying to the bike riding.
Well, I have to say I got a sneaky feeling that Mr. Dunlop told me something similar just earlier, saying that actually he quite enjoys the paddock atmosphere a lot more so too.
Yeah, it's a totally different Michael Dunlop you get on the rallies. I mean, we've been having crap with him all weekend. He's been winding Rob up no end as well. It is a completely different Michael Dunlop. You know, the focus is so much on him when he's on a bike meeting, and he can come here and he can relax and he can enjoy the banter with everyone else. And that's part of why he likes coming to the Isle of Man to rally, because he's got to know all of the rest of the Manx Rally community, if you like, the George Collisters, the Nigel Cannells, the Dan Colleys, and all the rest of them, and they can all have that banter and all swap times and share stories and stuff, and it's all part of what attracts Michael to coming here to the Isle of Man.
There's a lot more respect that's just been grown for him over obviously this rally, hasn't there? Yeah, because absolutely. To see him come up the way he has is phenomenal, really.
One or two of these Mull drivers have certainly been surprised by the pace here, that's for sure, but you know, they'll learn a lot from this. They'll come back. Paul MacKinnon, obviously, it's twice here, twice runner-up, so that's quite an incredible feat. But James McGilvery and Callum Duffy maybe haven't quite got to the level they would have wanted, but hopefully it'll encourage them back to try again and get to that level they do.
So the cars are out. What happens now, Chris?
We're just waiting on the results. So we need to get all those cars in, and then they can declare a provisional result. And then once we've got a provisional result, we can do the champagne ceremony. Is
that the bit you look forward to the most?
That's the bit I'm on the microphone for.
Oh, you're going to get really wet, though.
Apparently. I hope not.
You haven't got your waterproof so much on, but well, look, thanks so much for helping, obviously, with myself, obviously, on the sport package as well, because it's been great to have your word, your commentating as well, and just kind of your stories of the weekend. It has been an interesting first rally for me, I have to say.
I can imagine, yeah. We should ask you the question, actually. How have you found rallying?
Really enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. I mean, we were literally standing on a bank at one stage at the Curragh, just literally kind of looking over these cars coming around and the speeds and the noise and everything. I mean, it's a totally different machine, obviously, than watching two wheels going round. It really is. But it's not a great spectator sport.
It depends what you're trying to get out. If you're following your crew, then it's fabulous, you know, 'cause you've got such a vested interest in it.
You know where you're going.
And knowing where you're going. Yeah, a little bit of pre-planning goes a long way with rallying, and a little bit of knowledge, and yeah, I mean,
It really does, because that's
why-
something I've noticed an awful lot, is you
that's
do
why
need
we
a lot
need more
of that.
PR. We need people like you coming in board to get people involved and get the knowledge spread so they can go out and enjoy this amazing sport.
Well, I hope that we've helped with that, because it has been a great couple of days and I have really enjoyed it. And also the banter, and everybody, again, is, as always in motorsport, it's just a fantastic atmosphere. So
Everyone's putting a lot of work and effort into it. I mean, some of these drivers have been preparing for 6 months for this rally, and for some of them it was all over on stage one. You know,
I was about to say.
that's it. And they don't get to just go again next weekend. They have to wait now until next May for the next closed road rally here on the Isle of Man.
And a lot of them, it's also a long journey home, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah, but that's part and parcel, you know.
certainly is. Okay, well, let's go and have a look, obviously, at the cars while we're standing here as well. So thanks, Chris. Enjoy your evening off as such. Presentation, mind you, isn't it? Of course it is. Chris is going to be on the microphone at the presentation. So here you can see your podium.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, just wait a few minutes to get some provisional results.
I don't think so. And because that's not going to change, this is going to. I don't see that happening here. So we might as well go.
So just catching up on the podium as it stands. The provisional results are Aaron Newby and Rory Kennedy are the winners of 2017 Pokerstars Rally, with second place Paul MacKinnon and Tom Woodburn, and third Michael Dunlop and Rob Fagg. So we're just going to listen to Chris now.
Our runners-up from Mull, Paul MacKinnon and Jack Morton. If they could come out in front of the car, please, that'd be great. Big hand for those guys. And our winners of the Pokerstars Rally 2017, Aaron Newby and Rory Kennedy. So let's go 3, 2, 1.
So I think the sound might be possibly quite low. You may not be able to hear what Michael's saying, because obviously he does have quite a quiet voice anyway, but we're not near the speakers. So I think probably what we'll do is we'll actually move over closer to the speaker so that you can hear.
Yeah, keep coming back to the other man, will you?
Aye, if we can make it. It doesn't always fit the schedule sometimes, but I do as many as I can. Rob mostly leaves me and goes to another boy to do the other rallies, so I just take it whenever I can get them.
Rob, let's drag you in. How's you been this weekend?
Well, he's been great, but obviously I've been rubbish, because that's all he's told me all weekend. But now he's been good. We've driven well in the conditions, and you know, I think they've actually suited us in some respect. You know, being as slippery as they are, because that's where we seem to have excelled in Ulster, and even Donegal when it's been like that. So no, we've had a good run and really happy with it.
Congratulations on your Manx Co-Drivers title.
Yeah, it was sort of wrapped up on Rally Island, which is a sore point, Chris, so thanks for bringing that up again with Michael. But yeah, it's been good, and you know, I've had some great drivers this year. You know, obviously Michael, Hugh, Stephen Bettridge and Dan Colley as well, so it's been a bit of a mongrel year, but it's worked out in the end.
Congratulations. Let's go quick word on Paul. Well, Paul, you've had trials and tribulations along the way, but it's 2 visits to the Isle of Man and 2 runners-up finishes.
Yeah, really chuffed the way it's gone. Just a few issues today with the puncher and a power steering failure, but apart from that, we're overjoyed really. Didn't expect to be this far up, if I'm being honest.
First time out in an R5 car, no real test drive beforehand either. It's quite something.
No, it was good. To be fair, the car, they're that good that it helps you along. So even someone that's rusty like me, it helped me there on Friday night. Great chassis, great brakes, and them bumpy stages. So it helped. It helped me get started anyway.
For those few dramas today, eh?
If and ands, you know, to be fair, I'm happy. You know, hopefully get out again in the car and can improve, maybe, if I can. So that's the plan.
Good job. And Tom, how's it been from your side of the car?
Yeah, sound. I just sit there and read. I just let him do whatever he wants with that car.
With all the dramas going off with the puncture and everything, you don't have to try and keep him calm.
Yeah, he's sound enough. He knows what he wants to do, so it's a fairly easy job for me. He's pretty level-headed.
Congratulations on a runners-up spot. Let's grab Rory next. Well, that's not a bad return to the Manx Lanes, is it?
No, very good return, Chris. We're delighted, obviously, to come back and win again. We've been here quite a few times, and it's great to come back after all this time and rally with Tech Sport again. And delighted with the way that Aaron's driven. He's shown a very professional approach, and we've got the result in the end.
You're pretty much in an amazing position of anyone to really sort of assess the calibre of Aaron as a driver.
Yeah, I saw firsthand what he's capable of this weekend, and with all the conditions and changes and that a man could throw at us, and he dealt with that very admirably. And I think he's got a great future if he keeps at it.
And this Isle of Man's still a bit of a special place to go rallying, isn't it?
It's a very special place to come rallying. This is a home motorsport, and on 2 wheels and 4 wheels. And Michael Dunlop will tell you what it takes to win on 2 wheels, and the one here on 4 wheels is very special as well. So I'm delighted to be there.
Fantastic. Congratulations, and let's grab a word then with the winner. Again, back on the Isle of Man, 3 years off, back in P1.
It's awesome, absolutely awesome to be back. Yeah, I couldn't have asked so much more this week, and there's not a mark on the car. There's been no faults with it whatsoever. The team's done an absolutely amazing job all weekend. Rory's been absolutely on the notes, backing me off in the wet bits, pushing me on the dry bits. I couldn't have asked so much more this week, and it's been amazing.
And when you knew the pace coming out of those first couple of stages, you saw the times last night, you knew you were there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we were hoping for a good top 6 on the Friday night to kind of settle us in for today and be within a shout. But to be, in the top times last night and leading it overnight, that was not expected at all. So obviously we had a fairly good push today to try and keep them behind. They've had the problems and the mistakes, and we've just kept a level head and we've got through it.
At no point though has it felt entirely comfortable with the conditions, has it?
Oh no, it's straight as it's dry. You put your slicks on, then you go out and it's wet, so you're then struggling for that, and then you put your wets on, and then it's dry. It was just very changing conditions today, and the mud was just getting dragged out after stage. So you were constantly fighting a battle with the conditions. But we've kept level head all day, and it's just worked for us.
There's nothing to beat these stages on the Isle of Man, is there?
Oh, never will be.
Many congratulations. There we are, our podium for the Pokerstars Rally of 2017. Let's get the guys to the front and get the champagne on the go.
This is the moment I stay clear of the champagne, of course, as the champagne gets sprayed. Staying clear and anywhere near Michael Dunlop's team as well, because no doubt he's going to spray them as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to just watch the champagne, and then I'm going to try and catch up with Paul and Tom there, who are in runners-up, because we haven't had a chance to be able to chat with them either. So it's champagne time here at the Pokerstars Rally. Aaron Newby and Rory being the winners of the Pokerstars Rally 2017. Rob Fagg there, his co-driver from previous times, just making him quite wet. Michael Dunlop very happy to be on the podium. Done an absolutely fantastic job. There's a little bit of rivalry going on obviously between the two of them there. Great to see. Good to see Michael in good humour as well. Fantastic scenes here at the Pokerstars Rally 2017, and once obviously Paul and Tom have had a swig of the champagne, I'll just go over and grab them and have a quick word. Just going to go and grab Paul and Tom, the only ones we haven't had a chat with, so I'm just staying out the way of the champagne for the time being though. Here we go, that's fine. Okay, I was going to say, I'm getting away with the champagne, but I'm going to speak to Paul. Paul, Tom, guys, have a word. Is that okay? I haven't had managed to have a chat with you, and we're live on Facebook with the Sport Package in the Isle of Man, a sports kind of media company that we're running over here. So thanks so much for obviously chatting with us. Congratulations, runners up. That's brilliant, isn't it?
No, we're delighted with it, the way it's gone. We've come over here, really a bit of experiment. It's a very new type of car for me, so haven't done an event for just over 14 months now, so we didn't have very high expectations when we started off, so to get through in second place I'm really happy, to be fair. New first event with Tom as well, so it was a big learning experience for us.
It's a massive teamwork, obviously, the pairing between the two of you. It really is. So how do you it's the first time that you've raced together, how do you go, what do you do, how much training, practice and all that, preparation do you do?
Well, we met on Wednesday night. I picked him up from the airport, and we had...
For the first time?
For the first time. We had one phone call, and I picked him up, and then we had a pint. and we just decided we're just going to work away at our own pace and see how we get on. And to be fair, it's worked really well. So
obviously, I mean, runners up there is superb, isn't it?
Yep. No, we're delighted. We had a few problems. We had a puncher today, and we lost our power steering for a couple of stages. So, you know, it's if and ands and pots and pans, but it's fine. We're more than happy. You're always wanting that wee bit more, that competitive part. But if someone had said second place to both of us, I'm sure we would have been. Bit your hand off.
It was just a massive high entry, obviously, this year as well. So I mean, that makes me no doubt even more happier.
No, when you're looking at the entry list there's guys who do many events up and down the UK, lots of experience, style of man. So you know, to actually be competing with them, if not beating with them, I'm really chuffed for that. So I kind of stopped rallying myself in 2011. I've only actually done 4 rallies since then. So.
Good job, really good job.
I'm always sometimes surprised, but just need to rob a bank. I hear there's
it's an expensive sport.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of money.
We're not going to go into that. Do you know what? No one has brought it up just yet, but there's a lot of banter obviously going around. We've got palm trees.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's what we like. It'll be a while before I'll be moving to the Isle of Man if I keep up rallying for sure.
No comment. Well done, congratulations. And Tom, I need to talk to you as a co-driver. So, I mean, obviously you've got a completely different job to drive in the car. Yeah. How does it feel to you? How has it been the last couple of days?
I mean, it's been hard work. You know, when you just meet a driver for the first time the day before the recce, and it takes, you have to be on the game. On the game, sorry.
On it.
On it. That's something like that. You have to be on it to learn how they like the notes, what he expects of me, the pace that he drives at. Because I tell you, it's not steady. That's for sure. So.
Are you criticising his driving now?
No, nothing about his driving. I've still got to get back to the hotel yet. So. No, Druidale in the dark, and we had an intercom fault, so that wasn't easy after the first stage. So I thought, here we go, here's a weekend. But no, it's been good fun.
How old are you?
23.
Right, okay, so.
Got my number as well. Sorry.
You look really young, that's all. So I'm just going to ask you how long you've been doing this for.
2010, March 2010 was my first event. But yeah, I've done just under 100 events now, so it's
You've done quite a few under your belt then, haven't you, at the end of the day?
I try and get around a bit.
So how did you two meet? Don't tell me Tinder.
He swiped right on me, I swiped right on him, and we never looked back. Dan Barrett actually put me in touch with Paul, and then we had, like Paul said, we had one phone call and
a pint.
And well, yeah, we actually had 2, so I was lying to you there. But I mean, I don't usually drink leading up to events, so. But we had a couple of pints, and we thought, right, let's go and do what we can do, sort of thing. And you know, it's been good fun. Just hard work with the puncture and the steering going today. It's been hard work, but
obviously communications and everything as well. But you're going to celebrate hard tonight at the presentation evening?
Yeah, you're going to show me how to do it, or
just behave yourself. Old enough to be your mother.
No, I'll be celebrating. Yeah, I don't fly back till midday tomorrow, so I might have a couple of drinks, I think.
Well, enjoy your time on the Isle of Man, and don't be robbing any of our banks, all right?
I wasn't planning on it, but
he's put one out there, actually, isn't he? So congratulations, well done, fantastic effort. Thanks for chatting to us. Thanks so much. Take care now. Well, that wraps things up then, obviously, with the Pokerstars 2017. What a couple of days it has been for the drivers out there, and thanks so much for your support. We hope that you've enjoyed the coverage. I have to say a few thanks. Thanks to James behind the camera. He's out here in the wet and the cold as well. He's doing an absolutely fantastic job. So thanks to James, who, without James, I couldn't have done any of this coverage today. So big, massive thanks to James. Also want to say a huge thanks for my beautiful scarf, which was given to me, of course, for today, because it is a very special day today. Don't forget, of course, it is the 11th of November. It is Armistice Day, and I have been given this from Wim Boutique, and feel really privileged to be able to wear it because, of course, it does have the Manx symbol in the middle of the poppy, and also the leaf is the shape of the Isle of Man. So if we can just get a close-up, and if you do want one of these scarves, I know that you can get in touch with Wim Boutique in Laxey, and they're £15, but £5 of that will go to the British Legion. So please, if you do want to get one of these scarves, bear in mind it is going to a really, really good cause. That's Wim Boutique in Laxey. Thanks so much for your company. Hope you've enjoyed all the coverage. Don't forget, like, share, tell everyone about the sport package. See you soon.